Mic check 1 2. So number one, here's the first thing. Okay, I want to make it very clear to everybody: we not playing around on this one. Okay, put your thinking caps on and learn. You don't have to wait for Linda Moulton Howe. You don't have to wait for fucking Steve Greer to give you disclosure. I'm going to give you disclosure today. I want to give you a little bit of background before we jump in, just so you understand. We are code breakers. Okay, I'm an iconologist. An iconologist is a person that looks at symbols, sigils, and we break down the meanings of them. You have to understand that if you are living on planet Earth, right, and you're hearing my voice, you are under a deep delusion and a deep spell. And the wicked ones who are casting these spells upon you are controlling the world, and they're controlling the masses with a witchcraft that they're using. The witchcraft causes you to see things a certain way, not the real way that they are in reality, but the way that they want them to appear to you. That's why the whole world has been deceived. And that's why today we're going to break the seal. So pay attention as we drop this shit for y'all. It's time to get off of the bullshit and get into the reality of what is happening here on this planet. I'm going to break down for you today why the fuck you are even here. Okay, you think you're here to argue about FBA, Indigenous Black American. You know, it sounds good. It's entertaining. You want to argue about Donald Trump and MAGA, and you want to talk about Kamala Harris and JD Vance and Candace Owens. You know, you want to talk about all this bullshit. You want to focus on all the bullshit. You want to focus on the Iran war. And there's going to be a nuclear war. Let me tell you right now, there will never fucking be a nuclear war on this planet. It will not be allowed. I'm going to say it again. There will never, ever fucking be a nuclear war. Stop worrying about that. That is all smoke and mirrors propaganda. They are paid crisis actors that are on payrolls. And they hire them to go out here and create conflict and create chaos and create media and propaganda to get you upset and trigger you. Okay? Trigger you so that you can be focused on the wrong shit. Right? Y'all niggas is focused on Lemuria. You focus on fucking Atlantis. Niggas is talking about the Moorish Empire. Niggas is Tartaria. Okay? I'm gonna get you on the same fucking page today, nigga. Because we've been on this shit for too long. Y'all niggas is race baiting, black and white. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna prove to you today. None of you motherfuckers is original anything. Okay? You're not original shit. You white motherfuckers is not original Aryans. You're not a pure white person. Doesn't exist. You're not a pure Asian. That shit don't exist. And you're not a pure fucking black melanated carbon bean. Anybody talking black melanated carbon bean is a dumb nigga. And I'm going to teach you today why. Okay? And I'm cussing because you like entertainment. Okay? I have to curse and spice it up for your dumb ass. Because if I talk like I really want to talk, very monotone and clear, y'all niggas ain't going to listen. So let's get into this shit right now. Now, what you're seeing on your screen, right now is a blurred version of the American Eagle. Right? I blurred it out for you slightly to get you ready for the next image I'm going to show you. To the right, you will see the dollar bill. Okay? Now, I'm telling you right now that the United States of America is bigger than what you think. All right? It's bigger than what you think. Who is controlling your world? This is the questions you have to ask. You have to stop thinking like a slave and start thinking like a slave master. You have to stop thinking like a consumer and think like a producer. Okay? You have to stop thinking about your wants and think about your needs, supply and demand. There are three things that you need on this planet. You need water for all life forms to survive. You need food. Okay? And that means resources. That's how you got to start thinking about shit. Resources. The United States of America is the home base. Is the home base of Nakash. Who is Nakash? This is Nakash. This is who is running your planet right now. Nakash. Nakash are seraphim. Listen to the words I'm saying to you today. Write it down. Record this shit. Capture it. Okay? As long as you talk about Donald Trump and MAGA, as long as you're talking about fucking foundational Black American, indigenous Americans, the first Indians, you can talk about that shit all day. But when you talking about what I'm about to talk about today, and what I'm about to give you today, when I'm talking, this is a death sentence. This is a death sentence. This is the secret of ages I am breaking down for you right now. This is Nakash. Nakash, if you see it, now if you notice on the first picture, it's blurred out. But when you see it blurred even more, now you see the face. This is Nakash. Nakash, you see the eyes of Nakash. You see his eyes. You see his chin. You see the mouth. You see there's like a shield over the nose plate. And above at the forehead, at the head of it, there are 13 stars. This don't have shit to do with 13 colonies. Okay, all you patriots out there, wake the fuck up. This ain't got nothing to do with goddamn 13 colonies. These are the 13 fallen Nakash that have set an outpost. The original outpost is in North America. It's not in Africa. The original outpost of their control center is North America. That's why they give you a goddamn pyramid. Okay? Y'all niggas didn't build these pyramids by yourself. Okay? If you can't even figure out your taxes, how the fuck you building pyramids? Okay, let's get real here. Okay, you didn't build those pyramids by yourself. Anytime you see pyramids, we're talking about Nakash. Nakash is who is running your planet right now. Nakash originates where they first inhabited here on planet Earth. When they fell, right? They fell in North and South America. North and South America. North and South America is the land of the what? The wise, who? The wise serpents. Pay attention. Pay attention. The wise serpents. The wise serpents are the same wise serpents that is in your Bible. If you want to know what's going on, I keep telling y'all, dumb motherfuckers, you keep trying to shit on the Bible and say the Bible ain't relevant and the Bible is the white man. The Bible is white supremacy. No, nigga, it's not white supremacy. It's fucking green supremacy. It's green supremacy. It ain't white supremacy. White supremacy is a cover. The power that is driving and controlling white supremacy on this planet is these motherfuckers. Slavery started here. Human trafficking started here with Nakash. It's the interdimensional planetary system and trafficking system. America, right? As we call it, America is the land of the wise serpents. That is what our ancient ancestors called North America. How do they depict these wise serpents? What is the symbols that they use to explain to you what wise serpents are? These are called coat of arms. Every nation on the planet, if it's an independent country, they have a coat of arms. It is a sigil and a symbol that represents what that nation is about and what they stand for. That is what these are here. Okay? That is what these are here. And if you are always looking at how these Nakash are being presented, they are presented as phoenixes, falcons, or eagles. Whenever you see that bird creature, a feathered serpent, that's how they are depicted. Right? That's how they are depicted. It's how it's always been. America, remember, it wasn't Vespucci. It wasn't Vespucci who named America. That's some revisionist bullshit. In alignment with my brothers who are teaching the indigenous origin of black melanated people, copper colored people in the Americas, hey, I'm with you. We together, but we're going to make some corrections today. We know Vespucci didn't name America. We know that the indigenous people who were here before Vespucci, who were here before the Siberians, we always called this motherfucker America. America was always the name of this motherfucker. All right, so all you black power niggas that want to go to Africa talking some goddamn, it ain't America, nigga, this shit was always America. It was always America. But this was called the land of the plumed serpent. The land of the plumed serpents. You see, that's what this area was called in North America? Land of the plumed serpent. Some scholars call it land of the feathered serpents, but it's the land of the plumed serpents. That is North and South America. That is what it is known for. So if we're talking about the Yucatan Peninsula, when we're talking about this geographical area here, North and South America, Yucatan Peninsula, going down into South America, all of this area here, all of that area here is called the land of the plumed serpents. The serpent creature has always been here. That's why your dollar bill got the pyramid on it. Pay attention. Pay attention. If you look at the pyramid here, you will notice there is a capstone. The capstone is elevated from the base of the pyramid. This is not the Illuminati. I know you were taught that. That was the propaganda that they gave you. It's not the Illuminati. The Illuminati work for Nakash. They do their bidding, but that's not what this means. This is their vehicle. That pyramid is their craft. Not spacecraft going out into space like Star Trek. When we're talking space, we're talking interdimensional space. Space in between dimensions, in realms. This craft is a pyramid. They would call it a chariot. It is their craft. And it's always seen in the sky. But when you see it in the sky, it is reversed. It is an inverted pyramid. We'll get into the inverted pyramid later. But their craft is a pyramid because they are coming from different layers in heaven. Heaven have different layers. So they are from the Orion constellation. Nakash is from Orion constellation. Right? Not in a space with a bunch of stars and universes and galaxies. We're talking about dimension. This craft can transfer cargo. It can transfer bodies. It can transfer between different parallel dimensions. That's how it shifts into this frequency here. Okay, now let me show you.
Bro, this is kind of nuts. So this is a pyramid in the sky, okay? This pyramid is floating around. They called it in the USSR jets, right? Now, here's the thing. This footage was leaked out in 1968. 1968 by George Knapp. Okay, someone from Russia leaked it out to him, and he comes out and drops it off. 1968. This is pretty remarkable, man. With considered all things with the UFOs and stuff like that, and these floating pyramids floating around everywhere. It's like, bro, how many more pyramids are going to be flying around here? And we're not just talking about this one. We had multiple other incidents of pyramids floating around. Even the Pentagon saying, yeah, that's UFOs. Like, bro, if the same people that are floating around with pyramids are the same people that made the pyramids, we have a problem, Houston. We have a problem. I mean, think about it, dude. Can you imagine that level of technology back in the day? And then now they're floating around? This thing looks freaking massive, man. Massive. What do you guys think?
This gentleman brings up a good point. See, he's putting the dots together. The pyramids have always been Nakash's pyramids. It's always been their pyramids. It's always been their vehicles. All right? These are their chariots. So what you're beginning to understand now is that what he's sharing for you here is, hey, the people that built the pyramids in Egypt, the people that built the pyramids in Mexico, is the same people. Right? This is not your black ancestors who traveled the waters from Africa. No. The builders of the pyramids and the architects of those pyramids are Nakash, Draco Reptilian. That is their symbol. That sign that Jay-Z throws up to you, he's paying a homage to the Draco Reptilian. He's paying a homage to Nakash. All right, let me show you this.
Range of 4,000 yards. Flashing red, green, and white solid lights seen. USS Russell in position 32588 north, 11906 West, operating in SoCal op area, with course 034 true, speeds 15 knots, at time 0937 Zulu. We have visual of one possible UAS with course 034 true, contacts operating at a range of 4,000 yards. Flashing red, green, and white solid lights seen. USS Russell in position 32588 north.
Now, some of these triangle craft are obviously reverse engineered craft technology that was given from Nakash, from Seraphim to their henchmen. Remember, Seraphim have hybrid offspring that also work at the highest levels of your government. These entities have offspring. They've gone into the human family, right? And these hybrids who are their children or related to their children are the elites who are running and doing their dirty work, their henchmen. They do the work on planet Earth. They get their hands dirty. They deal with us. They deal with all the control, all the checks and balances, while at the very top of the echelon of the system, the Dracos remain fully in power and control everything from there, right? You need to understand this. Now, this is the same serpent, right? Remember I said the wise serpent, right, of North America. This is the same serpent, the exact same one that was in your Bible in Genesis, right? Now, when we're dealing with serpents and we're dealing with their technology, remember they taught humanity witchcraft. All the witchcraft that you have learned, you learned them from Seraphim. You learned them from Nakash. They gave you witchcraft. They taught you different sciences and the science of dark arts and sex magic. They are the ones who taught humanity that. That's why our military work for Draco Reptilian. The United States military has a base in almost every country in the world. The reason we have a base in every country in the world is because they are working and making payments to these Dracos, right? Now, on your dollar bill, remember, the dollar bill is a sigil. The sigil is a magical spell. It is sealed. Whenever we're talking about a seal, you talk about those seals back in the 1500s, 1700s, the Constitution. They put seals. This is a magical incantation of energy that is put either on paper or in a symbol. Okay? They'll put it right in your face. This pyramid that is elevating from the base is hovering because that is their craft. All right? You call it a spaceship. This pyramid is not black. This shit ain't got nothing to do with black power and Kemet. Those pyramids were built and architected by the architects of those pyramids is Nakash, are the fiery serpents. Nakash. Okay? They are the ones who brought the pyramid to planet Earth because that is their technology and their magic. As I said, they deal in high level witchcraft and magic. High level witchcraft and magic. They're the ones who taught humanity witchcraft, bloodletting, spirit cooking, voodoo. All of your dark arts were given to you by the fallen Nakash who came to planet Earth. And they are serpent beings. And they are masters of the material space. All right, I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, give me a second. Walk with me. Now, when you look at the dollar bill here, pay attention. When you look at the dollar bill here, a couple of things come to mind. Number one, it is a sigil. Sigils are, hold on, this is a sigil. Whenever you're dealing with a seal, okay, the ancients understood this. Whenever you're dealing with a seal, that means it is a magic that is being imprinted on objects or visually representing a magic sigil. Okay, there is magic and witchcraft in that seal. When you break a seal, that means you have broken the formula, you have broken the secret that is within the seal. And once you understand that knowledge, you elevate to a higher level of knowledge. Okay, pay attention. All right, pay attention. I'm trying to spice it up for y'all, but nigga, I gotta teach. Okay, I gotta teach. Now listen. Annuit coeptis is the Latin word that they're saying here. That's at the top. Annuit coeptis. What that means is God favors our undertaking. God favors our undertaking. Now, when they're talking about God, this is Nakash. Elohim. Elohim. This is Elohim. Elohim is not the Most High God. Elohim is not the Most High. Elohim is a God beside God. It's a little God. It ain't the big G. It's the small G. And that's the deception that they've ran on you on the whole planet. So this Elohim, Nakash, Seraphim, right, is saying that they are God. This is an undertaking that they have taken up. What is the undertaking? What is the undertaking? Favors what undertaking? The undertaking of your existence here on planet Earth. Okay, this whole system here is a machine. It is a machine and a factory. And it is a undertaking because these Nakash, these motherfuckers right here, you know what they did? They rebelled against the Most High God. And when they rebelled against the Most High God, they came here and created their own fucking system contrary to the system of God. That's what the planet Earth is now for a temporary period of time. Temporarily, they got power here until the Most High God returns or the Most High God shuts this shit down. Okay? Because remember, the rules of this whole shit is free will. If it was not for free will, this shit would not be happening. Free will is a universal law, a universal principality and principle that everybody has to follow. Free will. Nobody can make you do shit. You have to volunteer. Now listen, these motherfuckers in your Bible, what does it say? Land of the who? Of the wise serpents. Land of the wise serpents mean these are wise serpents. Where else did you see the wise serpent? You saw the wise serpent in the Garden of Eden. That is the same wise serpent that I am showing you here. Nakash is the same one. If you read your Bible, nigga, you're going to wake the fuck up and quit being dumb. Quit chasing fucking rabbit holes. I got something for you if you pay attention. The wise serpent in the Garden of Eden who beguiled Eve and tricked Eve out of her legacy and tricked Adam out of his legacy, right? And humanity did what? It fell. And when humanity fell, we fell spiritually. This is black magic, but you don't know it. Witchcraft, but you don't know it. When Eve and Adam fell spiritually, they also fell genetically. This is the part they're not telling you. They also fell genetically, and we fell into a different form than what God the Most High created. Because when God created, the Most High created the humans, these Nakash were already with God. They were helping God do other shit. They was helping God build other stuff. They were already in existence, right? And then God created these humans, and they was like, bro, God did something he had never done before. I got to give you the history so you can understand what the fuck going on. When God created humans, these melanated beings, he did something that never was done before. He wanted Nakash, he wanted these Nakash to bow down to the humans. And the angels was like, bro, we can't bow down to them. They're not better than us. What you mean bow down to them? We was here when you created them. But God saying, no, I'm giving Adam and Eve, I'm giving them authority over you. See, I want you to understand the story, because when y'all miss the story, you miss why this whole shit is in existence. I'm giving this motherfucker authority over you. Now, some of the angels was like, yo, okay, cool. They obeyed God. They followed the rules. But some of these Nakash was like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. These are throne guardians, by the way. Nakash, Seraphim are throne guardians. Okay? Throne guardians are angels that protect the heavenly court. They're warriors. There are different sects of angels, different types of angels. This particular type of angel is a warrior angel. They went against God and rebelled against the Most High. They rebelled against the Most High. Then when they rebelled against the Most High, God was like, oh, get the fuck out. Kick their ass out. They landed here. And they set themselves up as gods here. That's where all of your shit come from. You got the Naga gods in India. The Naga. Not nigga, the Naga. They are the serpent gods, and the people who were here, the melanated indigenous people that God had created here already, began to worship them as gods because they had lost the knowledge of God. And the Nakash wanted to trick the world out of the knowledge of God, and that's what they did. Okay, I'm breaking it down for you. Pay attention. Take notes. Humanity was led astray. Remember, according to the book of Enoch, the angels were supposed to come down and help humanity, to teach humanity the right path, to help teach humanity the right path. Instead, they saw the daughters of men as fair, and they came and had sex with them. They saw the human women and wanted to fuck. So all of these so-called deities that you see, so-called different gods, if you notice, they're all the same attributes of these gods in every region around the world. You look at Brahma from the Hindu culture, right? Vishnu, right? Vishnu's the blue god, multiple arms, right? You look at the Greek mythology, Zeus, right? You look at these different gods that you were taught a mythology about. These were fallen. These were fallen that were put out of the heavenly court. And when they came down to earth, human beings started to worship them. You need to understand the true history of what happened. Okay, you're worshiping these deities as if they're gods. They're gods beside God. That's why I told you the Anunnaki are fallen. The Anunnaki are not God the Most High. The Anunnaki are the fallen ones. These are shape shifters. I want to repeat myself. Okay, these are shape shifters. They can appear in human form and not appear in human form. Their goal is to have sex with earthly women and to deceive God's creation. Oh yeah, we're going to break it down today. We're going to break it down today. We're not playing no games today because I'm tired of all the lies and the bullshit. All right. So these are the different gods. Now look here, you got Ra, you got Osiris, right? Ra, Osiris, Thoth, all of these so-called, you want to talk to me about Thoth, right? You want to talk to me about Thoth the Atlantean, all this bullshit. I'm telling you, these are fallen. They are pretending to be gods and they want you to worship them as gods. That's how the whole planet got thrown astray. That's how y'all all got deceived. Now, if you look at the gods of Egypt and the gods of India, they're very similar attributes, right? Ra, Brahma, Khnum, Daksha, Atum, Shiva. They all have similar attributes. Okay, I will go into it deeper on another lecture because I have a whole fucking lecture on this shit. All right, Anu, Vishnu, they're all similar attributes, similar personalities. I mean, look at Vishnu. Let me show you this. Vishnu, here's a statue of Vishnu sitting on the shoulders of a what? What do you think that is right there? That's a drake. See, that's Nakash. Are you paying attention? That's Nakash. Nakash is a serpent being. I told you, whenever you're talking about serpent beings, fallen angels, angels have wings. They always have the wings. It is the bird. And it's a shapeshifter. This is telling you right here, this creature underneath has shapeshifted into this God for humans to worship them. You need to understand what I'm breaking down, bro. We're not playing no games. I got a whole lecture on this. We can go into another day, another time. And while I'm at it, let me get on y'all motherfuckers. Yoruba. Here are your Yoruba deities. Man, do not let me drag y'all motherfuckers today. Here are your Yoruba deities, your voodoo. Now you see here you got the mermaid, right? Here you got Olukun. Olukun is a mermaid, a serpent deity, a water demon. Don't let me get on y'all motherfucking neck with this Yoruba and this voodoo priestess bullshit. Y'all all worshiping fallen angels. All of y'all. That's why y'all so fucked up and deceived. Okay? You got Ogun, Shangun. See, all of these are deities of the 200 that fell. And they took outposts in different regions of the world. So they say, hey, look, I'm going to go and take the United States. That'll be our main headquarters. I'm going to go to India. I'm going to be the one that's leading the people in India. There's a hierarchy and order and structure to their rulership. It's no different than a corporation. Okay, we got a corporation. You're going to take India. I'm going to take Africa. So-and-so going to take the United States. So-and-so is going to take South America, Santa Maria. Huh? This is how this thing works. Y'all don't understand what you're looking at. So don't think you fooling me, nigga. That now you a Yoruba priestess and you practicing voodoo and you trying to tell me this is our ancient magical power that we can fight against white supremacy, nigga. You're done. If you tell me what voodoo you're practicing, I can tell you what fallen angel is your fucking slave master. Oh yeah. If you tell me what voodoo you doing, it could be Santa Maria, it could be hoodoo, where you doing mojo bags and spiritual cleansing. Nigga, I know this shit from the top to the bottom. That's why y'all can't fuck with me. I know this shit. I know what fucking fallen angel you're worshiping. This ain't no fucking black power. Okay, spirituality is not black power, nigga. Well, you doing voodoo and we did our voodoo magic to fight against the white establishment. No, nigga, that's the trap. That's the setup. That's the fucking bait and switch that they pulled on you. That is the bait and switch that you pulled on you. So you can justify practicing your spirituality, but what's behind it is demonic, because we already know that humanity fell from their proper position when the fallen angels deceived Adam and Eve in the garden. We already know the story, nigga. So you're not coming to me with some, well, our traditions predate Christianity and what we believe predates it. Well, where is your book that talks about the fall then? Since your shit predates it, where is your story of what's going on? The scriptures, the Bible, and the Sumerian tablets are the only real texts that you have that you can reference what actually happened. We know in the Bible there was a fucking flood. Every single civilization all over the world has verified and validated that there was a flood. Where is your book that talks about the flood? Where is it? And is it older than 6,000 years? Okay? Is it older than that? I keep telling y'all don't understand timelines. Y'all don't understand timelines. You don't understand the Bible was rearranged, mixed up, changed, corrupted. You have to get back to the original text. Why do you think they took all the books out the fucking Bible? To confuse your ass. But the earth is not as old as you think it is. Believe me. It's not as old as you think it is. So let's deal with this shit. Y'all motherfuckers are always trying to find some shit that's contrary to the instructions that God already gave your ass. That was for your own best interest. It's like trying to help some dumbass kids that don't know nothing, and you trying to teach them, hey, don't do this shit, don't do that shit. Don't consult with psychics and soothsayers. And y'all motherfuckers, nah, we gonna do what we want to do. And that's the Bible is the white man and all of that. Oh, they use the Bible to trick us. And in Haiti, we use voodoo, and our voodoo ancestors fought against the French and won. See, I know how the devil trick y'all niggas. It's easy to trick niggas. Believe me, if you black, it's easy to trick your ass. Cause to get you on a goddamn slave ship, you had to be dumb as fuck. So we know it's easy to trick you. And white people, it's easy to trick your ass too. Right? Did y'all see when Blueface caught his girlfriend doing it? See, I want to break it down for y'all. Y'all got to understand, a lot of these women, fellas, a lot of these women is engaging and consorting with spirits and demons. Okay? They listen, man, listen. They saw the daughters of men as fair and took them as wives. A lot of your girlfriends and your wives are married to these fallen entities. and they're having sex with them at nighttime. See, you're not understanding the spiritual ramifications of this. Now, did y'all see what happened with Blueface? Watch, watch.
Smells like candles in here. What the hell are you doing in here?
I'm doing my prayers. Down up there. You wanna join?
Oh hell no! Get the fuck out of here. We gotta get the fuck out, bro. We gotta move, bro.
What you mean?
We gotta move, bro. Go in there.
Go on where?
Go in there.
I didn't want to jump, but you made me do it. You jerk.
Hey, bro.
Let's go, nigga.
Hey,
You gotta go. Hey, no. Number one, nigga, you my nigga, fool. You gonna leave me with the voodoo?
Fuck you.
You gonna leave me? You gonna leave me here with the voodoo witch?
Watch out.
You stay back. You stay back. No.
Nah, his homeboy got enough sense to get the hell out of Dodge because he understands that the woman is consorting with demons. See, this is going on in a lot of y'all houses right now. Your girlfriend, because women are the weaker vessel when it comes to spiritual influence and control. Women are the weaker vessel. Okay, it was the reason Eve was the one who fell first, who fall for the deception first. Adam is responsible for Eve. That's why Adam also got cursed, because Eve was Adam's responsibility. But remember, the woman is the weak link for the serpents. The serpents come to the woman first. You need to understand this. So Blueface's homeboy, he got sense. See, he know, oh, I'm getting the hell up out of this house, because you will carry those spirits back with you. He know how to get out of Dodge. Most of you thinking this is what it is. See, this practice of witchcraft and voodoo and you worshiping. Now listen to what she says about the altar. Check this out.
What the hell are you doing in here?
I'm doing my prayers.
Oh hell. We gotta get the fuck out, bro. So how does this voodoo stuff work?
That's me. That's my religion. I sit down and I pray to my altar. If I could, I'd go to Atlanta and meet up with my people. And we do rituals. Are you freaked out?
She says she prayed to her altar. I told you, we're not supposed to be worshiping idols. We should not be idol worshipers. The Most High told you. This is why we are not idol worshipers. The Most High told you that these fallen angels will come to you, that will consort with your women. They will get your women to turn the household and then curse the generational seed, because the woman, again, is the weaker vessel. She's more susceptible to spiritual control. I will go into that more as I get into the moon and the 28-day cycle. Oh, yeah, we're going to go all the way in today. I'm going to explain to you. Because Blueface has no idea what the fuck he's in right now. He still doesn't get it. Because a lot of you take this shit as soft. You don't take it seriously. You think it's a bunch of hoodoo, voodoo. You don't believe it. The whole world moves on these principles. And there are pastors at your churches. There are principals at your school, teachers at your institutions. They go home at night and they worship these deities, and they have an idol worship and ritual sacrifice that they perform every single fucking night. I'm putting you on game, family. I'm putting you on game. You need to understand what you're up against. She says she creates an altar. She makes an altar to them and prays to the altar. She's not praying to the Most High. She's praying to the Orishas. She's praying to the deities. She's praying to the fallen, the Nakash. That's who she's worshiping. And that's why they'll get control over your life and destroy your entire legacy.
You love me?
These goddamn earthy nature lore bitches, you got to get away from them. These conscious, want to be at peace and harmony with the planet bitches. You need to drop them bitches right where you saw them. If the bitch got cowrie shells, strange necklaces, earthy bitch, you know, the bohemian bitches, them the bitches you want to avoid, because they don't believe in the Most High, and they're the most rebellious to the Most High's instructions, because they are in straight rebellion against themselves and against God, nigga. Don't ever bring me. I used to date them bitches back in the day, these little earthy, granola eating bitches, vegan eating bitches. I used to date them. Them vegan granola, little house on the prairie bitches. Granola, little house on the prairie bitches. I used to date them all the time. And the bitches was nothing but devil worshippers. And they were consorting with spirits and demons at night. These demons will come in at night as an incubus and consort with your girl. And you thinking this is your girl. No, this is this deity's girl. And one of the biggest signs, I did a whole lecture on this shit, family. One of the biggest signs you're going to see a bunch of tattoos, even Blueface. See, he's under demonic control because like minds and birds of a feather flock together. He gravitated toward this woman he's with now. See, because he got all these tattoos. Remember, tattoos are a gateway for demonic control and possession. We did a whole lecture on this shit. All right? Is a gateway for demonic control and possession. We did a whole lecture on this shit. Okay? A whole lecture. Right? You need to understand. So, Blueface got a whole bunch of ink on his fucking face. He is what he is, a blue face, all that fucking ink on his face. Anytime you're dealing with a lot of tattoos, we are walking the line of the gateway to demonic control and possession. I'm telling you right now, if you don't believe nothing I fucking tell you today, you better listen to what I'm saying to you right now. These bitches is in deep, dark sex magic. And you will gravitate these towards you, thinking that you're going against the indoctrination of Christianity and the indoctrination of Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, thinking that you're going against white supremacy and you're going into a tunnel and tomb of hell. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, what I'm giving you is the facts. All right, now we're going to touch on this on another lecture. I wanted to cover this quickly so that you can understand there are a lot of your women and men, warlocks, who are practicing this shit. And they bringing demons into your life and cursing your seeds. Because your motherfuckers don't know what your religion is. You don't know what the fuck to believe. So let me tell you right now, all of these deities, whether it's your Yoruba, African, Orishas, whether it's your motherfucking Egyptian deities, Hindu deities, you clearly see this motherfucker is sitting on top of a goddamn drake, bro. You can see it. And the interpretation that you should have when you're seeing this is that this drake is shape-shifting into Vishnu. They are shape shifters. I'm going to repeat. If they can shape shift physical form, masters of the material space, they can shape shift information. That's how they got you confused. All right? The Most High said, do not engage in witchcraft. Why? Why did the Most High say that? Is it because as people who believe in the faith are scary and we abandon our traditional African religion? Your traditional African religion is the religion of a fallen angel. That's why. That's why. Go to Africa right now. I've been there. Have you been there? Go to Africa right now. Right? Scourge. Want. Huh? Africa ain't doing that good, brother. Now, we love our people. We ain't gonna, we're not shitting on the people because they're just confused. They're deaf, dumb, and blind. But Africa ain't doing good. See, you have to understand when there's a harsh, strict force of poverty over a nation, that is a principality that is over that nation. It sucks the people dry. These fallen want you to worship them. They want you to practice your religious practices with them. They want you to pay homage to them. They want you to do spell casting with them. They want you to consort with them. And the people that consort with these fallen, because they're different degrees of this shit, most of these areas are very poor. They're stricken with deep poverty. Scourge. Okay, I need you to see. I need you to see, because it's a trick. They trick you out of your blessing. They trick you out of your salvation. That's what this shit is all about, baby. How can you be worshiping a God and falling off the way we falling off in Africa? No fucking way. So the Mauritius ain't giving you no goddamn money, is they? So I want to make that clear. That these fallen are shapeshifters. They can appear in different forms And it's nothing for them to show up in Africa as a black god and go to Europe and show up as a white god. It ain't nothing for them to do. They can shape shift. That's why you can't just fight on colorism. You can't just wage a battle on the field of what you think is white supremacy, because these beings can be white, black, they can be dark skin, light skin, they can be a fucking they can skin walk, they can manifest in the form of a dog, of an animal, transform back into something else. All of your mythos of vampires, all of your vampire mythos come out of these fallen Nakash. These fallen Nakash are able to shapeshift. Okay? Pay attention. They're able to shapeshift. So if you coming in a room on some shit like, man, I hate them damn black people, I hate them fucking black people, you already lost the war. You lost. Because you're dealing with a higher intelligence and a higher, more sophisticated technology than your little mind can get around. Okay? You're not fighting a race war. Believe me. These things can be any race they want to be. You walk into a room, oh man, it's a bunch of white people. It's a white cracker. The white cracker. See? You go in a room on that shit, they could be white, they could be black, they could be whatever color they want. Clearly, they could be blue. Vishnu is a blue deity. Yeah? Okay then. So stop playing with me. It's time to put your big girl pants on and your big boy pants on. Time to stop the bullshit. All right? Your deities are all fallen Nakash. According to the book of Enoch and the other ancient texts, they fell on Mount Hermon. Okay, I showed you the Paramount logo in the other lecture we did. Proven to you, the 20 out of the 200, there were 22 that were the arch rulers of the different sectors. I told you that. Okay, we'll get into that more later. Okay, so you have your Orishas are nothing more than fallen Nakash that are shapeshifters that took over West Africa. It's so easy to see when you have clarity and you have wisdom. All right. So while you trying to do your little altar, right? Didn't the Bible say don't make altars before them? But no, you want to do your little altar. Go do your fucking altar, bitch. Go do it. Okay. I'm going to do a whole lecture on this. I'm going to go so deep into this. When I'm done, you're going to be like, damn. I'm going to go into the Orishas. I'm going to go into Vishnu, Bhagavad Gita. I'm going to go into all of the gods of Egypt and how they are very similar to the gods of the Hindu culture. All of them are pretty much the same deities. All of your deities, Hercules, right? All of your deities are fallen. Some of them can fly. Why do you think they can fly? Poseidon. You have the fallen that are over the water, and you have the fallen that are over the land. You have water demons. That's why in your Orishas, you got Olokun. Olokun is a water demon. You see? Got a mermaid. So you got the different gods, same ones, Anunnaki, same ones as the Greek gods. They have similar attributes, which means that different parts around the world were recording these interactions with these deities and worshiped them and prayed to them. Oh yeah, you just let me finish. After this lecture, I'm gonna do the whole one. I'm gonna break down all of the different gods that each sector that they took over worship, and I'm gonna prove to you that they all fall in the Nakash, shapeshifters. Yep, take notes. Now, that is what their undertaking is. They created a slave system here on planet Earth. Okay? Slavery didn't come from white people. Slavery didn't come from Muslims. The Muslims were the first ones to do a lot of slavery, right? The Ottoman Empire. Then the Europeans learned from the Muslims. Well, where the fuck did the Muslims learn it from? See, slavery came from Nakash. Your white supremacy came from Nakash. Not no motherfucking white people. Okay? The slavery and human trafficking that you see today, it originated from them. That's who your white supremacy is. That is green supremacy. All right. So on this dollar bill, they have put in this sigil their magic and their spell, and they have casted it here. Okay. So Anuit Coemptus is, again, God favors our undertaking. Elohim favors their undertaking. The fallen ones favors their undertaking. They created a whole new system contrary to God's rule. And then if you look at the other ribbon here, if you look at the ribbon here at the bottom, I'm going to tell you what this is. This is not a ribbon necessarily. Okay? This is not a ribbon necessarily. I'm going to tell you in a second. All right? Novus Ordo Seclorum. Novus Ordo Seclorum. Novus Ordo Seclorum. What does that mean? That's the Latin. Again, it means new order of ages. New order of ages. This is not a new world order that's coming. All you patriots, all Alex Jones motherfuckers, the new world order is not coming. It's not going to be they're going to put up some more flock cameras and some more AI and the whole human race is going to be enslaved. It already has happened. You're already in the fucking slave system. You're already in this spiritual track that you're in now. You already in it, nigga. You was born in this shit. Just like the Matrix. Just like when they told Neo, you were born into bondage. You have already been born into this. Your mama was born into it. Your grandma was born into it. Your great grandma was born into it. Okay. And all of the history that you read about, you know, Tartaria, the Moors, all of the shit, the Rome and Achilles and all this, Greek mythology and all of those is the staging and the propaganda to make humans think that they're free. All of that is smoke and mirrors and propaganda to make you and me think that we're fighting for the future when the future has already been decided. Okay? You're already in the New World Order. This order of ages is Nakash's rebellion against the Most High. That's what it is. All of your so-called gods, right? Your Hindu gods, Buddha, Vishnu, your Greek gods, right? Hercules. All of your gods are nothing more than fallen Nakash who set various outposts in different regions across the earth. And humans worship them as gods. See? But all of them were reptilian in nature. Right? This Nakash creature is from Orion. It is from the Orion constellation. When I say Orion, we're not talking about a destination in outer space. You can't think of it like that. Orion is another layer. Remember, the heavens have layers. There are layers to the heavens, and these layers are dimensions that are layered on top of one another. So they can come from a higher level, a higher layer, down to a lower layer. And this is interdimensional. Okay, ain't no goddamn spaceships in space flying nowhere. The spaceships are switching and materializing between dimensions into our realm, our dimension. Okay? And so that is who planet Earth for a temporary period of time. Okay? I'm breaking it down for you. All right? This here is their seal telling you that it's the United States that's running this shit. It's the United States that's running it, bro. Right? Those pyramids, the indigenous peoples who were slaves to these monsters helped them build the pyramid. Okay? Helped them build the pyramid. But the pyramids, most of them, the stone ones, were constructed using the Drake technology. The Draco technology. The Draco technology is what created those pyramids. All right. And then the human beings helped to construct other parts, internal parts. They were basically a slave class. All right. Now, the hierarchy on planet Earth works like this. You have the elites that you call them the elites. The elites are the children and offspring of these Nakash. All right. So they are half breeds, part Nakash, part human. All right. They're their offspring. They are the ones who have been elevated as wardens of the prison planet. They are the wardens of your celebrities, your Rothschilds, your Bilderbergs, the highest of the echelon. They are the wardens of the prison. Okay? They have favor. They do the bidding of Nakash. They do the dirty work, the groundwork. They're the ones who are working with the United States government to traffic and rape children. Okay? They are working to collect them. All right? You need to understand this, what you're living in. I'm going to prove everything I say. Follow me. Now, I'm going to prove to you that it's the United States. All right? I'm going to prove to you. Let me show you. Now, I'm going to show you right here. Now, listen. Quetzalcoatl is a documented Drake living in the land of the plumed serpent, which is North and South America. All right? There is a pyramid dedicated to Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. A lot of brothers I saw was talking about this is a panther. Nigga, that ain't no goddamn panther. That ain't no panther, bro. Okay? That ain't no panther. Let's make that clear right now. Again, I'm with you on the whole, America, the indigenous people of America was black and copper color. I'm with you on that. We cool. I'm with you. But nigga, that ain't no panther. Don't get that shit confused. Okay? Now, Quetzalcoatl was a documented reptilian, and they call him the feathered serpent god. God, G-O-D, Elohim. Right? Here it is now. There was a pyramid dedicated to this motherfucker. Temple of the feathered serpent. You see the pyramid? You see this shit? Teotihuacan, right? This is the pyramid that they dedicated to him. Right here. Right here. Stop playing with me, man. Okay? As I said, y'all didn't build them pyramids. Okay? These pyramids were constructed largely by Seraphim. Nakash. Now, Nakash has told you where is the land of the pyramids. It's on your money. Pyramid right here. He's telling you, we run this shit. The United States of America is the headquarters. It ain't fucking Switzerland. It ain't at the UN. Okay? The headquarters of the Nakash Draco reptilian system is the United States of America. It in South America. This is the headquarters. It is on your money. It is on your money. Okay? Look at the pyramid here. Teotihuacan is one of the largest pyramids in the Americas. Now they got you slaves, indigenous people to help them with it, but these beings can materialize anything in real time with the technology that they have. Okay? So a pyramid is dedicated to them. I saw some brothers talking about this was a panther. This ain't no damn panther. That's a serpent. The serpent god is all throughout Mesoamerica. All right. See, y'all like to talk about the accomplishments of indigenous people of the Americas. You love talking about what they did and their customs and shit, but y'all never talk about what was really happening out here. Y'all never talk about that shit, bro. Y'all talk about the accolades and the accomplishments of our ancestors, but you're not talking about the human sacrifices they was doing. Are you? You're not talking about that shit. All y'all talking about is that we inhabited the land before the Siberians. Well, what about the human sacrifices? Because we know that this god, this feathered serpent god, Quetzalcoatl, well, we know who this motherfucker was. Let me show you. Okay, I want to make sure we on the same page, so we're not being foolish here. Okay, that's Quetzalcoatl right there. You see this guy right here? You see this guy right here? That's Quetzalcoatl. What do that look like to you, nigga? Stop playing with me. What do it look like to you? Where's your black power at here? What black power? How was y'all black melanated people ruling the whole planet? When, nigga? When? Okay, you was never running this fucking planet. this planet was being ran by Nakash. Quetzalcoatl is right here. And what is Quetzalcoatl sitting on top of? A goddamn pyramid. That's telling you right now that this is his shit. This ain't your shit. Okay, when you throw up that Jay-Z Rockefeller sign, nigga, that pyramid, that's what they saying. They paying homage to Nakash. They telling you, okay, Nakash is running the planet. We can make money, we could trap, we could chase, we could do all this, we could have some wars, but at the end of the day, the boss of this whole motherfucker is Nakash. Okay? So these are the Aztecs, family. Same place. Same place. This ain't no damn panther. That ain't no panther, bro. Look at these pictures. Look at these pictures. Those are dragons, bro. Those are drakes. Quetzalcoatl is a drake, bro. This is a reptilian, and the reptilians are feeding on humans. Let me show you. Don't believe me. Let me show you. Let me show you. I want to make sure we all on the same motherfucking page. Let me show you. I'm going to take this out the way. Let me show you what's going on. Because there's no reason for us to be still chasing these rabbit holes when we've worked so hard to get the information out to the people. And what I'm breaking for you, it's not the first time you've heard of drakes, but I'm breaking it for you in a completely different way. I'm going to show you something that you don't know. I'm going to break the seal for y'all today. Now, this picture is kind of hard to find on the internet. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. But I want you to see Quetzalcoatl. That's Quetzalcoatl again. You see Quetzalcoatl? Does Quetzalcoatl look like a human to you? Huh? Does this look like a human to you? You just ask the question. All right? Quetzalcoatl is a reptilian. And the whole world worship these snake gods, these reptilian gods. The whole world worships them. India, you can go all to Russia, you can go to China. They worship the serpent and the dragon. Any country you go to in the world always serve these beings as gods. Now, they're not God the Most High, but they're the God of this world. They're the God of this world. Okay? They're the God of this world. See, in the Bible, it tells you, the Bible refers to Satan as the God of this world or the God of this age. This age. I already told you, nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing. Did I not tell you Novus Ordo Seclorum means what? All right. The Bible says it clearly for us. The Bible refers to Satan as what? The God of this world. The God of this world. The God of this world. The Elohim is the God of this world. This is in 2 Corinthians 4:4, meaning he holds what? Temporary. Nigga, I can't make this more plain for y'all. Temporary influential sway over the fallen, unbelieving systems of human society rather than supreme authority over the universe. Nigga. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention, man. Okay? Did I not tell you what this means? Novus Ordo Seclorum. Novus Ordo Seclorum. What does it mean? They put it on their dollar bill, so you will know. Okay? What does it mean? Let's go through it. Look, I said Novus Ordo Seclorum means a new order of the what? Ages. A new order of the what? Ages. Okay? Not God the Most High, but the counterfeit God. The motherfuckers trying to pretend like he God and get you to worship them. It all line up. See, when you're speaking the truth can stand by itself. The truth can stand by itself. That's why I'm telling you I'm breaking the seal for y'all today. The truth can stand alone. All right? Now, if Satan is the God of this world, since y'all hate the Bible so fucking much, you don't know who Satan is? You don't know who Satan is? See? Y'all niggas is dumb. That's why I got to come and teach y'all, because y'all stupid. Okay? God of this world, and 2 Corinthians means holds temporary power. So the Nakash, he ain't going to run this shit forever. He not running this shit forever. This is a temporary control that he has over the people who don't believe, and sway over who? The fallen. Sway over who? Sway means influence over the minds of the masses, the people who have fallen, and the angels who have fallen. spiritual blindness, nigga. Okay? You have spiritual blindness. That's why you can't see what you're looking at. You don't know what it means. This pyramid is the work of their ages. This is their undertaking. Quetzalcoatl is a reptilian. He is a Drake. Okay? And you can see clearly here, he's sitting on a pyramid. Okay? That's why there's a pyramid on your fucking dollar bill. They're telling you, this is our shit. We running this whole shit. This is a magic. This is witchcraft. Okay? Sigils and symbols are witchcraft. They are now discovering that some of the hieroglyphs in the pyramids, just by looking at the pattern of the geometry of the hieroglyphs, is giving you energy. It's sending certain energies over to you. Okay? You don't understand the higher level of magic that these Nakash and these fallen angels are able to implement. You don't understand it. Just looking at a picture has energy and can influence you. That's why they say don't watch certain things. Don't expose yourself to certain things, because you don't know what you're exposing yourself to, because they have high influence and high dark black magic to control the minds and influence the hearts of human beings. See? Bro, we're teaching today. Okay? We're teaching today. So this is their seal. All right. Now, do you think it's an accident? Do you think it's an accident that the whole world speaks one common language? It ain't mathematics. Okay. It ain't WhatsApp. Okay. The whole world speaks one common language. What do you think that language is? The whole world speaks English. Am I lying? Am I lying? Would it be safe to say that the entire world speaks some form of English? Why is English the standard language of the world? Because English is the spell casting language that the Nakash gave humanity so that they can corrupt the world. Do you understand? It's not an accident that the United States is the most powerful military, the most powerful domineering white supremacist culture in the world. It's not an accident that the United States has a military base in almost every single country in the world. We have a military base in almost every country in the world, and every country in the world speaks some form. It can be rudimentary, it can be very high polished English, because English is their watered down bastard language and is a spell casting language. That is their language. They gave that language to us, not Germany, nigga. Okay? I want you to understand. It's not an accident. It's because the United States and the Americas is the headquarters for these serpent beings. That's what it is. Why the fuck you think the money is green? Like, bro, come on. Wake up with me. Wake up with me. Why you think the money green? So here's the green reptile controlling the natives. Look at their faces. They look scared as fuck. They bleeding and shit. All right. This is a blood sacrificing creature. These Nakash, they like blood, and they zap the energy from the people. They zap the energy from the people. Let me show you. Let me show you. Go back to here. Now look, here you can clearly see that they're eating body parts. Body parts. Okay, that's a Drake. And he's eating heads, they're eating legs, they're eating humans. They're eating humans. That's what they don't want you to know. Okay, this whole system here is a fucking supermarket. Okay? It's a free range fucking farm here. And they don't want you to know this. Because obviously if you knew this, it would have implications, right? You ain't gonna get up and go to work tomorrow and you know you on the goddamn menu and your kids is on the fucking menu. You're not gonna do that. Okay? All right, I'm breaking down the secret for y'all today. You ain't gotta wait for Greer and Moulton Howe, Linda Moulton Howe, and them niggas. You getting it right here from me. And this shit I'm giving you is very dangerous. All right, I'm gonna touch on it, but I'm gonna get the fuck off of it. Because I ain't about to die for y'all niggas. Because y'all, if I die for y'all, it ain't gonna be worth it. I want you to understand something. What you looking at, so y'all can get off the bullshit and get focused. All right. Nakash is the one running this whole shit. Nakash is the one running this whole shit. Now, when we talk about the serpent and the influence of the serpent, now that I've proven to you that it's America that's running this whole shit, we're going to talk about a few things here real quick. And then I'm going to jump off of this and we're going to go for part 2. Now, what you're looking at here is the Kundalini. We talked about Kundalini in the yoga practices, right? We talked about that before in the chakras, right? I'm going to break down for y'all niggas what you really doing because y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. That's why I say it's all witchcraft. Okay. Now here, when you look at the different chakras of the human body, all right, you need to understand what is happening here. When Adam and Eve fell out of the garden, they didn't just fall spiritually. I said they fell genetically. This is why I'm telling y'all, none of y'all niggas is original anything. Ain't no, y'all white motherfuckers is not Aryans. You're not pure-blooded white people. Even Hitler didn't know. Ain't no such thing as pure-blooded white people. It don't exist. All of you are hybrids. Okay? Ain't no fucking black melanated carbon being that's pure blood. You are not a black melanated carbon being in pure blood, nigga. You're a hybrid. How do I know you're a hybrid? Is because the Elohim, Seraphim, Nakash, what they did was they fused your chromosome number 2. They fused your chromosome number 2 and they capped off your telomeres when you fell out of the garden. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna break it down for your ass today. We're not fucking around. All right, go look it up if you don't believe me. All human beings have a fused chromosome number 2 and the telomeres are capped. They capped your telomeres because number 1, they wanted to shorten your lifespan. Remember, when God the Most High created human beings, we lived a long time. The Elohim, the Seraphim, the Nakash, capped your fucking telomeres, shortened your lifespan, and took out some of your abilities. Okay, they did an augmentation on your genetics so that they can, instead of you using your abilities to better the earth and to fall in harmony with the Most High, they can harvest your energy instead. They can harvest your energy. So what they did a nigger rig. They rigged your genetics to take away your psychic abilities. And your pineal gland became more calcified as the result of the genetic altercation that they gave to human beings. Because remember, God the Most High didn't want humans mixing their DNA with angels. Angels saw the daughters of men as fair and took them as wives. Ain't that what your Bible said? You old Billy Carson hating ass Bible niggas out here. Okay, ain't that what your Bible said, nigga? Y'all up here chasing aliens in space, nigga. The aliens is already here and been here. The fuck? They saw the daughters of men. They saw the daughters of men and took them as wives. Okay? And now what that means is, in the garden, okay, we're going to go back just briefly just so I can make sure you understand what we're looking at here. In the garden, Seraphim, Nakash, the wise serpent, beguiled Eve first. Okay? Beguiled Eve. Okay? Now, I want you to do some basic math in your head with me. I want you to think with me and think logically. Because see, one of the things that I'm very big on, you have to be logical. You have to make sense. Why would eating an apple cause women to have pain in childbirth? Ooh, nigga. Are you ready? Why would eating an apple make women have pain during childbirth? What does that have to do with anything? I want you to think with me. Okay? Because what I'm telling you is that it wasn't just a spiritual fall. Nakash, the wise serpent in the garden, had sex with Eve and augmented her genetics and created a new hybrid form of human being contrary to what God wanted the Most High. Are you following me? That's why even today, women have pain during childbirth is because we were not giving birth to children under God's original creation. Ooh, you ain't ready for that one. You ain't ready for that one, motherfucker. I done took you too far now, huh? Uh-huh. I'm going to ask you a question. Did Adam and Eve have belly buttons? Let's just go there. We're going to get to Tiamat in a minute. We're going to get to the Sumerian and the Enuma Elish. I know all that shit. We're going to get to it in a minute. But right now, for all you hating ass, Billy Carson, hate the Bible niggas, I'm showing you, and I'm making way more sense using just the Bible right now. Just what we got out the Bible. Now, they took the Bible and they scattered it. They took out all the books so you wouldn't know the truth. Of course they changed the fucking Bible. They ain't gonna let you know what the fuck is going on. They couldn't maintain control and domination over you if you had the full Bible in its full context. They had to change it. They had to throw scripts out of order. They had to flip that shit around. Hell yeah. Of course they fucking changed the Bible. But if you was a smart nigga, you would go and get the books that was taken out of that shit, go back and do your research and put the motherfucking puzzle pieces back together. Then you would see the whole story. So I'm going to ask you again. Why would eating an apple cause you pain in childbirth? Did Adam and Eve have belly buttons? They did not. They did not. Okay? And they saw the daughters of men as fair and took them as wives. This is what your fiery serpents did. And they went into the genetics of the human family and they mixed human beings with reptiles, with serpents. All of you have a reptilian brain right now. All of you have a reptilian brain right now. You are a hybrid. I don't give a fuck about your white supremacy. I don't give a fuck about your black supremacy. Nigga, you a hybrid. You ain't no goddamn pure nothing. You ain't original shit. You have a reptilian DNA in your body right now that was given to you when the serpent went into Eve's genetics and augmented humanity forever. And because of that, humanity failed. That is the fall that we saw in the Bible. Quit playing with me. And they created a new system of birthing. Adam and Eve did not have no damn belly buttons. They didn't have umbilical cords. God made them directly. And the reproductive mechanism that Adam and Eve had is not the reproductive mechanism that we have today. They did not come through a vagina. Adam and Eve did not come through a vagina, guys. This is a new reproductive system and a new birthing system that the Elohim Nakash created here on planet Earth because they needed a perpetual birthing system to produce humans that would be self-replicating. In other words, if you put it into motion, human beings just gonna keep making babies, keep making babies, keep making babies, keep multiplying. And they say be fruitful and multiply. Who said that? When you're trying to create a food source and you're trying to create an energy source, just like in the Matrix, you have to produce a lot of humans. They produce a new birthing system here on planet Earth. Okay? And y'all niggas talking about vegan and vegetarian and all this dumb shit. I'm a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. Nigga, you were confused. That's what the fuck you is. You confused. Okay? Now, back to the chakras. Okay, I wanted to give you that. I'm gonna get into the birthing system. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Just give me a minute. Work with me. Be patient. These chakras are the energy centers in the human body. They collect resonant frequencies. Okay? If you see this diagram here, there are two snakes. One snake is the male snake, and one snake is the female snake. The male snake is the red snake, and the white snake is the female snake. All right? And when they touch together at the pineal gland, they can extract the energy. So these chakras collect in the human body, they collect energy. Right? Now I want you to listen to me here. The root chakra is the sex chakra. Okay? These Elohim and Nakash love to harvest from that chakra. Okay? They built this chakra system into the human being when they changed the genetics. When they capped off the telomeres, took your abilities away so you cannot fight them, shortened your lifespan by capping the telomeres, Fusing chromosome number 2, they took out your special abilities and they basically hacked you so that no longer would you produce these chakras and energy resonances to align with the earth. You would produce these resonances that they can feed from. Follow me. You can feed from them. So that's why your chakras are aligned with Kundalini. The Kundalini is the snake energy. The snake energy is how they hacked your body to get the energy from you. These Nakash, these fiery serpents, use your energy. They harvest your energy. They harvest your energy. That's why here you see the caduceus. There are 2 snakes. One is male and one is female. That is the DNA saying to you that part of this DNA has been augmented. We have put in reptilian DNA into the human being. We have hijacked them and augmented them to serve our purpose for our undertaking. This planet is a slave planet. It is a harvesting planet. They use fear. They love fear, bloodshed, and war because they feed off of the energy from the chakra system that they built into it. Basically, just like the Matrix, they turned your ass into a fucking battery. Just like in the fucking Matrix. Okay, we'll get into the Matrix later, how the Wachowskis knew everything. If you look at the Matrix, it's telling you every fucking thing, bro. If you go back and listen to the Matrix after you hear this lecture, you're going to see that shit completely different. It's everything I'm saying to you here is in there. Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay, at the top are the wings. That is the plumed feathered serpent. And whenever you see them wings, that means basically the Dracos are saying, this is our shit, nigga. We own this shit. This is our magic. It is a magic. It is a witchcraft that they have used on the human being. That's why our flesh, according to the scriptures in the ancient texts, our flesh is corrupted. Listen. The Bible says what? Our flesh is corrupted. I'm going to get to the Enuma Elish, nigga. Be patient. Okay? I just want to prove to y'all I can prove everything I'm saying just with the scriptures. I don't even need the Enuma Elish. Stop playing with me. All you niggas want to hate the scriptures now. Okay? I'm coming with you with a higher wisdom now. You're going to have to concede. Nigga, you're going to have to concede when I get done with your ass today. All you Bible hating niggas. You don't know how to read it. That's why you dumb. You don't know how to read it. Whenever you see this Kundalini shit, this is how they're harvesting the energy. Sometimes at night when you're sleeping, you feel like you can't get up, right? You feel paralyzed. They're tapping into the chakras to make you paralyzed at night when they visit. When you have a visitation, they're paralyzing the chakras. Okay? They're paralyzing the chakras and you can't move. And the fear that it causes, they feed from it. They feed from it like a baby feeds from sucking her mom's breast or his mom's breast. Like a baby suckles the mom's breast. They suckle from the fucking chakras. Okay? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chakras. All right, and some humans, other humans have more than 7 chakras. We're going to get into that another day, another time. I can't go into it right now. It's too much. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you today. Okay, we got to take this to the next level. All right, so whenever you see the wings and the staff, right, that means we're dealing with magic. Remember, Moses in the Bible had the staff. Turned into a snake. Remember? Okay, this is a magic here. They're running this whole shit. Now, I want to continue on this. I want you to pay attention to what I'm telling you. Because I know it's a lot and I'm going fast, but we gotta have this conversation now. It's time.